So I welcome you on behalf of Homeopathy Junction and Asha Homeopathic Academy. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. And today we are going to talk about something different. So far, we were talking about all the clinical topics and everything about learning how to do homeopathy, how to do practice very well. And now we are going to talk about what you can do after your graduation, what after BHMS. Okay, so many people have suggested us, and we have got very good response for this webinar. Thank you so much for spreading the word and also asking questions so that we can, frame such type of webinars. And now I would like to introduce you our two speakers. I will be going to moderate this. So these two are the speakers. First is Dr. Niharika Jain. I want to tell you something about Dr. Niharika. She's a very known face amongst all the homeopaths of MP. She has done her graduation from Bhopal LBS College, and now she is pursuing her MD medicine from Bhopal Government College itself. And before starting this PG, she has also done her master's course from the prestigious The Other Song Academy, and she has taken extensive training under Dr. Shankaran and Dr. Gaurang and many other stalwarts of homeopathy. Her first love is homeopathy. She is also doing her practice from last 2 years. She also runs her own Vigyan School of Homeopathy where she teaches, and she is very keen to learn all the different methodologies used in clinical practice. She is supported by her lovely family. Her father is her hero, and he supports her a lot for doing homeopathy, though he's a non-homeopath. So she's a combination of great academic interest with very good clinical skills. Dr. Niharika, welcome and thank you for accepting the invitation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that.
Thank you. Okay, so now we will talk about Dr. Umme Kulsum. Dr. Umme Kulsum Bagwala is a senior homeopathic practitioner. She has done her graduation from Bombay itself, and she's a passionate homeopath. She has shifted to Indore after her marriage, now settled in Indore only, but she sees all the patients across nation and beyond nation also. She has patients from other countries as well. She's giving her services in more than 25 cities. She's an amazing speaker and has a great interest in reading. She reads the book like anything. She's a bookworm. I know her very well. And you will see her, she has always in this high energy to help and serve others. Her passion is to work for PCOD and infertility issues, though she treats all type of cases, and she has a vast experience of treating all the female and pediatric cases also. She has 2 clinics in Indore and has many patients, and she also does online consultation and also teaches how to set up online clinic. She has her own startup for online consultation, so you can talk to her later about this as well, but today we will take her guidance for what to do about after BHMS. Okay, and then also I would like to introduce myself Dr. Yamini Ramesh, and I have done my graduation from Indore and my post-graduation fellowship and certificate course from the Other Song Academy. I love teaching, and I love spreading a word about homeopathic things, like everything about homeopathy, the different methodologies, the different tools, and whatever new is happening in homeopathy. Okay, so let's start this webinar. First, we'll start with Niharika. So Dr. Niharika, please share your ideas about what person should do after BHMS. We'll talk one by one, and in the second part, we will discuss it. Is that okay with both of you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So Niharika, please start your video.
By the time Niharika starts, I just want to add something that Dr. Yamini has introduced all her qualifications, but she is an amazing human being apart from all the qualities that she's talked about. And also, she is a great helper. She wouldn't mention that on her own, so I'm telling you all. She helps a lot. She will help you any time of the day. So if you are stuck anywhere, need any help with studies or anything, as she's doing, dedicating so much of time doing these webinars. So yeah, thank you, Yamini, for being here.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay, Dr. Niharika. Please carry
Yes.
on.
First and foremost, thank you so much, ma'am, for this invitation, and thank you so much for this homeopathic junction and as well as the Asha Homeopathic Academy. And I want to tell you one thing about Dr. Yamini ma'am and Dr. Vaibhav sir. This is you do this now in the lockdown period. What you've done with the homeopathy is a very great thing. What you do, you just collect all great homeopaths and as well as the all the great faculty in the one place. It's very good thing is done for them. So thank you so much and congratulations for your homeopathic junction. So as you know the meaning of the junction, ki where you meet lot of the things. So as I know ki if you go through this junction, you here to meet the academic person as well as the good stalwart of the homeopathy. Now we come with the today topic. So career after the BHMS. I don't want to tell you nothing ki you have lot of the option, but as such you have only two options. First you have to choose your graduation and after you go to the PG. जिसको MD करना बोलते हैं लेकिन हम इसमें MD पे ज्यादा ध्यान देते नहीं. सेकंड आई वांट टू टेल यू कि अगर आपको MD ऑप्शन नहीं अच्छा लगता है, नहीं करना चाहते हैं, डोंट वरी, यू हैव टू सेकंड ऑप्शन, you go through the homeopathic practice. So I am talking about here the homeopathic practice. I am not talking about what you done your BHMS after you just become a beauty doctor in the hospitals. It's very bad in the homeopathy. What I want to tell you कि homeopathy era कि हम सब जब BHMS फाइनल ईयर में या इंटर्नशिप में होते हैं उसके बाद हमारा एक ही एम होता है. Now only we have to Madhya Pradesh in MD. That's why we have to lot of the craze and we have to excitement for the MD. Otherwise before we don't have so much options. It's like कि कौन इलाहाबाद जाएगा, कौन NIH का टेस्ट निकालेगा. NIH also very tough. If you think about the Delhi college, this is also very tough. What we do, we don't have any option. But you never choose the homeopathy as your choice. So I just want to clear it कि homeopathy is also not my choice. It's by the accident because I want to become an engineer and I'm just because of my father become a doctor and homeopathic doctor. So when I was in the first year and second year, I'm not understanding what is the human body and what is the cell and what is going in the college, what is the physiology and pathology. It's just like कि यार ये सब क्या चल रहा है, कैसे करेंगे, अभी कैसे समझेगा, अभी तो सिर्फ अपने को मशीन समझना आता था क्योंकि I am just belongs from the math stream. But once you go through your heart and mind, you understand what is the homeopathy. So what I want to tell you and clear here, you just make your choice only the homeopathy. And after you think कि अब homeopathy complete हो गया है, then you want what you want to choose. So you have three options. First you go through your PG college if you want to become a MD doctor. Second you have to practice कि आप अपना practice start कर सकते हैं. And third one also is there कि there is so many certificate courses like this. And if you go through the very good institute where I done the master's for the Other Song Academy. So I just not tell कि you go Other Song Academy और आपको master's course करना है, fellowship course करना है. It's not like this. But अगर आपको ऐसा कुछ करना है कि आप PG नहीं कर सकते, there is so many restrictions है कि आपका choice PG नहीं है. आप प्रैक्टिस भी करना चाहते हैं लेकिन जैसा हमारे इंडियन या मैं इंडियन तो नहीं बोल सकती लेकिन as you know the मध्य प्रदेश में जो एजुकेशन लेवल है, I am not commented on my college, any college, not my college, not government college. I just want to tell you कि जो हमारा एजुकेशन पैटर्न है वो बहुत अच्छा नहीं होता है कॉलेज में. So we are not getting any motivation. हमको पता ही नहीं होता होम्योपैथी में होता क्या है. Even somebody call you in your OPD कि यार साबूदाने की गोलियां देना, मीठी गोलियां खाने से तो कुछ नहीं होता है. And that time you are not replied anything to anyone. You are just like a silent in giving the shock कि यार हमको लोग ना साबूदाने वाला डॉक्टर बोलते हैं, हमको लोग ना व्हाइट गोलियों वाला डॉक्टर बोलते हैं. Why it's happen? Because you just create your what you create for your standard, you just get it received. जो आप क्रिएट करते हो अपने लिए वही आप रिसीव करते हो क्योंकि हम भी क्या करते हैं कि हमने उसके लिए कभी एफर्ट्स ही नहीं लगाए. सो इफ यू गो थ्रू थ्री चॉइस एंड आपको BHMS के बाद कुछ नहीं हो रहा, आपके कॉलेज में बिल्कुल पढ़ाई नहीं हुई, आप कॉलेज को कुछ मत बोलिए, जो भी गवर्नमेंट का है हम गवर्नमेंट को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं. वी आर नॉट कमेंटेड एनी कमेंट ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट कि हम गवर्नमेंट पे कोई कमेंट करेंगे, जो चल रहा है चलने दीजिए. बट व्हाट हैपनिंग कि आफ्टर योर इंटर्नशिप You just attended one course. It's like a master's course from the Other Song Academy. There is also one fellowship course, and there is so many online courses. And I'm not telling you go through only the one method. What we have to is like कि हमारे पास मंदिर भगवान एक है और हमारे पास बहुत सारे मंदिर होते हैं, तो वी आर जस्ट कंफ्यूज कि हमको कौन सा वाला मंदिर जाना है. You just do जो आपको अच्छा लगे, जो आपको पास लगे, जिसका आपको समझ में आ जाए, जिसका आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर समझ में आ जाए, जहाँ आपका मन लग जाए. इट्स लाइक दिस कि हमारे घर के पास वाले मंदिर में बहुत अच्छा लगता है. ओके, दिस इज मैटर मे बी द सेंसेशन. नहीं, आपको लगता है नहीं मेरे को तो कुछ और चूज करना है. ओके, यू गो थ्रू द अनदर मेथोडोलॉजी. देयर इज सो मेनी मेथड्स लाइक अ सैगल सर मेथड. There is the predictive method also, the sensation method also. So you done any course. It's like only they are very short courses, like a 6-month course, 3-month course. If you attended the 1-year course, this is like an online course. So what you do after your internship, you just done this kind of the courses also. But you feel a very different kind of interest. You done any another course also. There is so many courses for the government run, like a CGO, Certificate of the Ops and Gynae. But what you did with this? Nothing is happen. आप अपने कॉलेज में जाके कोर्स कर लेते हैं या आपने किसी यूनिवर्सिटी से कर लिया, पर what you learn from this course? So please don't collect your degree in the papers. You just collect your knowledge as well as the good person. आपको अपना नॉलेज कलेक्ट करके रखना है. आपको पेपर्स नहीं कलेक्ट करके रखना कि मेरे पास इतनी सारी डिग्री है कि मैं आपको अपनी फाइल में दिखा दूंगा. What you do with your degree? इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस कि आप सारे टाइम यूनिवर्सिटी टॉपर रहेंगे तो आप एमडी में भी टॉप कर जाएंगे या आपका प्रैक्टिस बहुत अच्छा चलेगा. आप हमेशा देखते हैं कि आपके फर्स्ट ईयर में बैक बेंच पे बैठने वाला बंदा जो आपको कभी नहीं दिखता, अचानक से आता है, लाइमलाइट में आता है, फेसबुक पे आप देखते हो, यू आर सब यार ये कैसे प्रैक्टिस कर सकता है, इसको कैसे एमआरएचएम मिल गया. यू जस्ट लाइक दिस. हाउ इट इज द हैपन? बिकॉज इट्स ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ कि आपका कितना इंटरेस्ट है, आपने वहां अपना कितना 100% दिया. So in my whole conversation, in short, again I want to summarize. You have three options. First, you go through your PG. Otherwise, you go through the homeopathic practice. Again and again, I want to mention in the practice what I want from you. You just go through the homeopathic practice. You understand what is the homeopathy, what is the magic of homeopathy. And third one, if you don't have any option, you don't have time for your PG, you don't have time for your practice because आपका college अच्छा नहीं था. You go through the short courses. और यू लर्न फ्रॉम सम मास्टर्स. डेफिनेटली आपकी लाइफ में एक मास्टर्स का होना बहुत जरूरी है. आपको गुरु जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि वी आई एम आल्सो लर्न फ्रॉम सो मेनी मास्टर्स. इट्स लाइक कि आफ्टर इंटर्नशिप आई ज्वाइन माय मास्टर्स कोर्स. So I learned so many things from Dr. Rajan Sankaran sir, from Dr. Gaurang sir, as well as the whole Other Song Academy. I learned so many things there. But what is the happening after? मैंने उसके बाद 2 साल प्रैक्टिस भी किया. आफ्टर प्रैक्टिस आई चूज कि मेरे को क्या करना है, प्रैक्टिस करूं या पीजी में जाऊं, क्योंकि मेरा प्रैक्टिस भी अच्छा चल रहा था और मैंने प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर लिया था. जैसे आपको लगना कि आपने पूरा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तैयार कर लिया, आपने अपनी क्लिनिक को पूरा बैल एस्टेब्लिश कर लिया है, उसके बाद आपके सामने एक ऑप्शन आता है कि नहीं आपको पीजी कर. सो इफ आई कॉल्ड इन दिस माय स्टोरी इन वेरी शॉर्ट कि मेरा संशय, मेरा संघर्ष, मेरी कहानी. ये इसमें मैं आपको एक चीज बताना चाहूंगी जो आपके साथ भी होता है कि आप प्रैक्टिस में होते हो या आप अभी फाइनल ईयर में हो या इंटर्नशिप में हो, आपको चूज करने में बहुत दिक्कत होगा. क्योंकि कभी आप बहुत अच्छे प्रैक्टिसनर से मिल लेते हो तो आपको लगता है नहीं मेरे को तो प्रैक्टिस ही करना है, होम्योपैथी करना है. जब किसी आप बहुत अच्छे किसी पीजी स्टूडेंट से या आप पीजी कॉलेज में जाते हो तो आपको लगता है नहीं मुझे एमडी करना है. तो आपको यही समझ में नहीं आता. सेम इज हैपन विथ मी कि मेरा संशय मुझे क्या करना है. So what I choose is like us in your life you set your priority. I said कि मेरा जो है मैं पीजी पहले कर लेती हूँ, उसके बाद मेरा प्रैक्टिस कहीं नहीं जा रहा है. आपको लगता है कि आप जो प्रैक्टिस करते हैं वो आपके हाथ से चला जाएगा, या आप जो आर्सेनिक का प्रिस्क्राइब करने का तरीका या आपकी जो मेथोडोलॉजी है वो पीजी करने के बाद चली जाएगी, ऐसा कुछ पीजी कॉलेज में होता है क्या? It's not looking like this. You just take a moment, you just think, you will just decide कि हमको लाइफ में क्या करना है. What is your priority? You want to make your future with another stream is like you want to become a professor or HOD. What you want? Just your after BHMS you have lot of the option, but first you want कि आपको पहला सीढ़ी तो चढ़ना पड़ेगा. अगर आप चाहते हो कि नहीं अगर मैंने एमडी करने के बाद क्या करना चाहिए, तो अगर आपके पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस होते हैं, आप एमडी करने के बाद कोई गवर्नमेंट जॉब में जा सकते हैं जहाँ की आपको एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स मिलने की बात होती है कि अगर आप एमडी है तो एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स मिलेंगे. ओके, उसके बाद आपको वहाँ पे प्रोफेसर का मिल सकता है, आप एक रिसर्च फेलो बन सकते हैं, आपको एचओडी बनने का मौका मिलेगा। ये आपका एमडी का हो गया, अगर एमडी की बात आप करते हैं। अगर आप प्रैक्टिस की बात करते हैं तो आप इतना अच्छा क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस करिए, इतनी अच्छी होम्योपैथी को समझिए कि उसको आप एक बाद में चल के एकेडमिक भी कर पाए। जैसे आई वांट टू टेल यू कि अगर आपको कोई चीज आती है तो आपको जस्ट लोगों के साथ शेयर करना सीखना चाहिए। द सेम थिंग इज आई सी इन द अदर सॉन्ग, कि अदर सॉन्ग में संकन सर ने क्या किया, एक एकेडमी इतने सारे बच्चों के लिए खोला। उस एकेडमी से कितने सारे बच्चे पढ़कर निकलते हैं, जो फेलोशिप करते हैं, जो मास्टर्स कोर्स करते हैं, जो शॉर्ट शॉर्ट कोर्सेज करते हैं। तो वो क्या हुआ, वो भी उसके लिए आपको क्या चाहिए, यू वांट टू बिकम अ गुड क्लिनिशियन, यू वांट टू बिकम अ गुड होम्योपैथ। उसके बाद आपने उसको एकेडमिकली स्टार्ट किया, क्योंकि वो चीज आपको भी चाहिए। एंड अनदर थिंग कि आपको क्या चूज करना है। So now I feel कि I just make you clear the things कि what you do after the BHMS. Now I want to tell you कि please Dr. Yamini ma'am और Dr. UK ma'am सब commented on this. And if you have any question, you just send me in the chat box.
Thank you so much, Dr. Niharika. So wonderful advice, and you have a vast experience of doing different things. You have, of course, we all do our undergraduation, but then you went to Bombay. You have learned from many masters, and you practiced, and then you decided to do the PG, and you have also topped in the entrance exam, which was conducted in 2019. So it was fantastic. So we'll take questions answer also. I have also few questions which I will ask to you. Now I will call Dr. Ume Kulsum. Dr. Ume Kulsum, please spread some light about what exactly you think what people should do after PHMS, after undergraduate. Yes. Go ahead. Just a minute. You अच्छा mute है हो क्या? रुको. Just a minute. Huh? See
Okay,
now?
so
It's fine?
yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, great. So, hi everyone. I'm Dr. Ume Kulsum. I'll just before I begin with anything, Niharika has summed up so many things and she's talked about so many things. So it's quite like a summation, but I would just share a few things that I have learned through my experience. So I did my medicine, like entire studies from Mumbai, and I had to get married and come to Indore. So I had this goal set that before like by the time I reach Indore, I just have to start my clinic. I was very much clear about it. And I have utilized those 4 years, 5 years of my life bang on, because of which I am able to practice today. As Niharika said, that you need to have a master, but I would say there is a prerequisite for that. Before looking for a master, you have to find within yourself what are you looking for. So in my case, I was very much clear from the beginning that I want to practice homeopathy during my college years, but I was never sure that how homeopathy works, though my mother has taken me to a homeopath since childhood, but I was never convinced that how much of a good idea it is to have this as a profession. Because whenever you select a profession, you have to see for a certain things. I will come back to that later. So I was never sure that homeopathy will work for me or not. So what I did is that I went to every damn competition, every gathering, everything that happened in Mumbai. As also Niharika told us that every college and every state does not have similar situation of quality of education. So while I was in Maharashtra, I was fortunate enough to get exposure of other song clinic. We used to do all the random courses that they offered, and every damn thing that they offered. So yeah, I definitely had good exposure. I went everywhere. And first time in my life, I remember when I was in the third year, I went to first seminar, first very big level seminar that I attended was of an allopath medicine doctor. He was a MD medicine, Dr. O.P. Kapoor. That man was about 90 years. And the way he delivered the seminar, and the entire auditorium with the capacity of more than 1,000 people was jam packed. And I was awestruck that, wow, this is the unity that allopaths have. Because in the name of homeopathy, I had only seen 100, 200 people roaming around in my college. So like, damn, these people are great. I should practice allopathy and chuck homeopathy. Forget it. No fame, no profession, no money. Let it be. Then in the after 6-7 months, I happened to attend Dr. Rajan Shankaran seminar in the same auditorium. And that seminar that the allopath conducted was for free. It was for 2 days. Okay, it was free. It was for 2 days, and they provided lunch. In the free seminar, they provided lunch. Okay. Now here, when I go for Dr. Rajan Shankaran seminar, in which I had not registered because it was chargeable, so I did not go, and the charges were quite high. So I thought that, kaun bharega itna paisa, let it be. But last moment, one doctor couldn't from MP, I knew her, and from MP she couldn't come to Mumbai. So I took her seat, and I paid 1,000 rupees for 2 days without lunch. Okay, no facilities, without lunch, full day seminar. And when I go inside, the auditorium was equally packed. And that was my moment of bingo that, oh my God, so many people in homeopathy. Is this possible? Are these people doing well? Are they earning? Do they get results? So all these questions were solved there. So you guys have this wonderful opportunity where, right now we have 100 people on board. So it's been happening since 2.5 months. So you have seen almost 60,000 people, homeopaths, who are getting on board every single day. So you must be already convinced that homeopathy works. So that is why you should be choosing homeopathy. So first of all, you have to decide, do you really want to practice? Do you really want to practice homeopathy? Do you have enough reasons to stay with it even when few cases don't give you results? So you have to be that sure within yourself. And then obviously go and find a mentor, stick to them, find a few people. I have changed 2 colleges while I was studying. I have done my 4 years from Virar Homeopathic Medical College, and then my internship from CMP. So in CMP, I got a chance to see a lot of homeopaths practicing every system and method. We had Dr. Rajan Shankaran, we had Dr. Humranwala, we had doctors practicing in Dhavle method, through Dhavle method. We had doctors practicing only LM. I was wondering why this doctor is giving 100 ml Bisleri bottle to everybody. And the day I had posting in that OPD, I realized, oh, he's practicing LM. So that's how I came across all the doctors, and that's how I realized what I have to do when I sit in that hot seat in my clinic. Similarly, this is the story of during my internship. But even like through those 4 years, I have joined a gynac in the second year. Yes, a gynac in the second year. Then I have joined a gynac, a orthopedic surgeon in the 3rd year. In the final year, I joined one chest physician. In between, I worked with physiotherapist, and a lot of a medicine doctor. I've changed 2 gynacs and 1 or 2 orthopedic. I've worked with the orthopedic during my internship also. So all I'm trying to say is, you need to have that strong base. You have to be clear in your head that what are you looking for. Are you convinced enough to practice in homeopathy? If not, go find resources, get yourself convinced, fall either way, this or that. You cannot reach 4th year in your learning, 4th year of college, and still sail in both the boats of homeopathy and allopathy. Sorry, you cannot do that. So very early in your career, you have to decide that you cannot sail in both boats. So choose one side and follow that. See how this entire journey will change, I'll tell you. For me, when I was, even before I joined college, I hated medicine. Everybody who asked me, become a doctor, you have good marks. I was like, no, who will study for 7 years? I can't. That was my attitude. So but then later on, I again researched the pros and cons. I visited 3-4 homeopaths before even applying for a homeopathic college, and then I realized, okay, I can do this. Then why I could make this decision is because I always knew I'm not a job profile person. I cannot work under somebody. I cannot work under stress and deadline situations. So that is why I chose, okay, fine, chalo, I can do this. I can study so many years because it gives me that freedom to work on my own. And then within the first year of my college, I decided I want to go for homeopathy. The reason was maybe some influence of my parents. I don't know from where this came, but I was very clear that the things that you always have to look for before you choose any career, not only homeopathy, but even in homeopathy, what you want to do after completing your BHMS, you have to keep these three things in mind. That it should, you need to have that amount of interest. You should have those assets, that willingness, the dedication towards it. The assets can be anything. It can be something financial, it can be something moral, it can be anything. And lastly, it should help you to make money. Like there are two things here also. When I was working with Dr. Humranwala, Dr. Parinaz Humranwala, so she does not take any vacation. Lockdown was her first vacation ever since she started practicing. So we used to tell her, as her students, we used to tell her that, ma'am, your family has is gone on vacation, why don't you go? So she used to tell us, what on this earth is better than sitting at your clinic and watching a chocolate cyst melt away in the uterus. So this is the amount of dedication she has, and that is why she's doing what she's doing. So if you think that no, I cannot listen to people's gossip and Ramayan and take their take their classes throughout the day, then think again. So yeah, that is how interest is important. And talking about money, if you think that you have a huge family to support, and as soon as you pass out, you have family to support, you have responsibilities, and if your choices are not helping you earn that much, then again reevaluate. So जब भी आप select करो, ये तीनों sections पे टिक 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 होना चाहिए कि interest भी है, assets भी है, और financial earnings भी है उतनी. So this is how you decide your career. So I think I'm done here.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's have Niharika in. So, okay, so you both were saying that there are some qualities which are required for doing, whether it is a practice or teaching or whatever you want to do, you have to have some qualities and some clear goals.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So also, but sometimes when you are very young and you're a student, I'm just talking from a perspective of a student. So a lot of times what happens is, you don't know, you get very confused. One day you see Dr. Niharika who has topped entrance exam, who is doing PG, and she went to Bombay and she has learned all these things. Other day you see Dr. Umme Kulsum, who is doing wonderful online consultation, in spite of shifted to some new city just after her graduation. Still she is doing a very good clinical practice. But being a student, one gets very confused that which path we should take, or where to go, whether I am okay with the clinical practice, when you don't have, you want to do homeopathy, but what in homeopathy, right? So they get very confused, and when a person doesn't have the clear goals, tell me then what to do. and how to know yourself better.
Okay. So I think Niharika should be the first one to answer this, because
Okay,
you
Dr.
always start
Niharika,
with
please.
Niharika and come back to me.
Okay, I will take her first. Yes, Dr. Niharika, please.
As I tell in the very first my talk, you set your priority. Actually, what you do after BHMS or what you want to the practice and you want PG, this is all time it's going in the mind of the student. Me also now a student and I want to remain all the time with the student. So what happening with me, as you understand better, when I am practicing the homeopathy and I have to good clinic, I have good number of patients, and somehow I get it the good follow up also. But when my clinic अगर कोई आके पूछ रहा है आपको कि डॉक्टर मुझे कोई MD स्पेशलिस्ट को दिखाना था जिसने MD में कुछ किया हो, then what you feel that कि आपको वहाँ कैसा लगता है कि क्या मैंने कोई कोर्स नहीं किया है, मैंने BHMS नहीं किया है, मैंने आपको ठीक नहीं किया था क्या? So what happening here कि ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको पीजी करना है, पर what I want कि अगर आपके टाइम रहते जो आपका एक ए शेड्यूल होता है जहां आप बहुत फ्री होके एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड कोर्स को पढ़ सकते हैं. इफ यू वांट रिफाइनमेंट इन योर लाइफ कि आपको रिफाइन करना है, आपको सारी चीजों को पढ़ना है, क्योंकि यूजी में क्या होता है हम 12 सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ते हैं, 18 सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ते हैं, लेकिन हमारा कमांड सब पर थोड़ा थोड़ा होता है. हमको 20% रिपोर्टरी भी आता है, 20% मटेरियल भी आता है. प्रैक्टिस ऑफ मेडिसिन तो ऐसा हो जाता है कि पढ़ लेंगे, फाइनल ईयर में निकल गया, चलो डिसीजेस आ जाते हैं, हम उनको पढ़ लेते हैं. बट व्हेन यू गो थ्रू द डीप लेयर्स कि आपको उसके अंदर क्या होता है, आई एम नॉट टेल कि आपको पूरा पढ़ लेना है कि कौन से वायरस में क्या है, लेकिन आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि किस वायरस से क्या पैथोलॉजी डेवलप होती है, कहाँ वो हमारी पैथोलॉजी में जब प्रूविंग हुआ होगा तो वो साइन और सिम्टम कैसे कनेक्ट हुआ होगा, जो हमारे बीच में गैप है, जो हम गैप को भर ही नहीं पा रहे. मॉडर्न हमारा जो कहना चाहिए एमबीबीएस है एलोपैथी साइंस और जो होम्योपैथी साइंस के बीच में जो गैप है हम उसको फुलफिल ही नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि हमारा डायग्नोसिस बहुत वीक होता है. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट की जो स्टॉल वर्ड है, बट व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फॉर स्टूडेंट्स कि जब आप होते हो और आपको खुद के लिए सोचना है कि आई एम एबल टू स्टार्ट माई प्रैक्टिस, ओके आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. बट इफ यू हैव टू चांस कि आपके पास 3 years है, डेफिनेटली यू गो थ्रू द पीजी ऑप्शन. बिकॉज मी व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग दिस डिसीजन, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं ये मैंने भी फील किया कि मेरे अंदर उतना रिफाइनमेंट नहीं है. अभी मुझे अपने आप को रिफाइन करना चाहिए फॉर स्पेशली फॉर अ वन सब्जेक्ट जहां मैं चीजों को लर्न कर सकूं. और दूसरा जो बेनिफिट आपको देखने को मिलता है इन पीजी कॉलेजेस की आपका प्रैक्टिस तो कहीं नहीं जा रहा है. जो मैंने मास्टर्स कोर्स करके रखा है, जैसे एज्यूम कि आपको लगता है मेरा प्रैक्टिस में भूल जाऊंगी, या कॉलेज में हमें ओपीडी देखने को नहीं मिलेगा, या केसेस आपके पास नहीं होते, या आपके पास ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन का ऑप्शन नहीं है. यू हैव लॉट ऑफ द ऑप्शन कि आप अपना ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन चालू रख सकते हैं. आप सैटरडे और संडे आपका क्लिनिक रन कर सकते हैं. आप अपने कॉलेज में बहुत सारे केसेस देख सकते हैं. जैसे एज यू नो की गवर्नमेंट ओपीडी में तो बहुत सारे केसेस आते हैं. तो प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए आपको हर जगह चांस मिलेगा. बस आपका माइंड सेटअप होना चाहिए कि यू वांट टू बिकम अ गुड प्रैक्टिशनर. वो एमडी के साथ भी आप कर सकते हैं. बट व्हाट हैपन कि 3 years में जो आपको मिलता है, क्योंकि क्या होता है कॉलेजेस में जाने से आप एक टीचर से नहीं ऐसे 30 टीचर से मिलते हो. आपके एचओडी हो सकते हैं, आपके प्रोफेसर हो सकते हैं, आपके कॉलेज में रहने वाले सारे टीचर्स हो सकते हैं जो आपको 30 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ मेथोडोलॉजी सिखा सकते हैं कि आपको पेशेंट को कैसे ट्रीट करना है. कॉलेजेस में जो आईपीडी होती है, तो जो आपके अंदर डर होता है कि हम आईपीडी को कैसे ट्रीट करेंगे, पेशेंट को कैसे एडमिट करके रखना है, क्या करना है, कब क्या देना है, तब मुझे उसकी मेडिसिन को चेंज करना था. व्हाट हैपनिंग कि अगर रात को कोई इमरजेंसी और आप नाइट ड्यूटी में हो, एज यू नो होम्योपैथी लोग बोलते हैं इमरजेंसी में होम्योपैथी काम नहीं करती. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट कि आपको इमरजेंसी में हार्ट अटैक का केस आ जाना, पर अगर आप नाइट ड्यूटी पे हो, आप अकेले हो, आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, एटलीस्ट यू लर्न समथिंग कि अगर पेशेंट को इतना तकलीफ हो रहा था, मैंने रात को अपना टोटलिटी बना के क्या मेडिसिन दिया था, अभी सुबह हमारे प्रोफेशन में आके क्यों चेंज किया. Why it's happening? You just explore to your knowledge and just expand your thinking also and just expand your vision कि हमको चीजें देखने के बहुत सारे तरीके मिलते हैं. उन सारी तरीकों से हम अपने आप को बहुत रिफाइन करते हैं. तो एज आई सेड कि सेट योर प्रायोरिटी कि अगर आपके पास टाइम है आप कर सकते हैं, तो आपको जस्ट स्टूडेंट लाइफ में आपके इंटर्नशिप से ही आपको स्टार्ट करना चाहिए आपकी पीजी प्रिपरेशन. और आपको 3 years आपकी पीजी प्रिपरेशन करने के बाद आपको पूरा कंप्लीट होने के बाद आप अपनी प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि आपका प्रैक्टिस कहीं नहीं जाएगा. अगर आप बहुत अच्छे क्लिनिशियन हैं, आप कंटिन्यूसली आपकी स्टडी पढ़ते हैं, आप लगातार किसी अच्छे सेमिनार्स को सुनते हैं, आपके पास बहुत अच्छे मास्टर्स हैं, तो आपके पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने पीजी कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेने के बाद सारी चीजें बंद कर दी क्या, एज आपको यहाँ मैं मिल रही हूँ। मैं अपना ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन भी चालू रखती हूँ, मैं सैटरडे और संडे को क्लिनिक भी रन करती हूँ, और मैं गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज से पीजी भी कर रही हूँ। So this is your time management. As you, Dr. UK ma'am told you, you have to some quality. So first you develop your quality, but first you focus and learn some tips. कि आपकी लाइफ में कुछ टिप्स होना चाहिए, जैसे आपको पता होना चाहिए कि फर्स्ट यू फोकस योर गोल, कि व्हाट इज योर अल्टीमेट गोल। ये तो सारे छोटे छोटे गोल हैं कि बीएचएमएस कंप्लीट कर लिया है, पीजी कंप्लीट कर लेंगे, एक क्लिनिक हमारे पास होगा, बट व्हाट इज आफ्टर 25 years and 40 years, what is your goal, what place
Dr.
you want in
Niharika,
this world? Yes ma'am.
yes, sorry to interrupt, but you know, I have seen in the last meeting that people were asking that it is, according to you, what do you think? Is it mandatory to do PG, or we are okay with the BHMS itself? What do you think?
It's my opinion ma'am, it is the now mandatory to do PG. necessary है कि आपको PG करना चाहिए. If you want to refine yourself and you fight to this modern world, definitely you also done your PG after the BHMS. Definitely you have get some confidence as well as your expand your knowledge.
Okay, okay, okay. Thanks a lot, Dr. Ume Kulsum. Your views?
Yeah. Yes, I partly agree with Dr. Niharika, but this when we talk about confusion, that have to solve this confusion as a student कि क्या करना चाहिए, how do I find my interest field, how do I find my mentors. So there are two things that you can do. First is talk to two or three doctors. Those can be your teachers, experienced people, the doctors whom you visit, can be people like us that whom you find, you know, on these webinars or online platform. So from anywhere in the world, talk to three doctors every single day. What it will do is it will give you a lot of knowledge on various things. These sessions are going to end someday. I think, how many people do we have here? We have like 9,900 people right now. I am sure that every one of you has that one unique idea in you. Okay, and that is transferred only when we communicate. तो अगर आप सोच के बैठे हो मैं तो स्टूडेंट हूँ, मेरे से तो क्या होगा, तो कुछ भी नहीं है, मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा? break that mentality, come out of it, talk to people. Doubts पूछने में कौन छोटा होता है? I ask so many doubts to so many people all the time. So it doesn't make you small. So you have to ask people, take their help. सुनो सबकी, करो जो वो आपको लगता है. Okay, so that is one universal rule that you have to follow. Second thing is, if some quality of somebody, like for example, all three of us who are talking right now, we have different qualities. Dr. Yamini is a wonderful teacher. She is more into academics. So if that quality in Dr. Yamini is attracting you, that means that is something you want somewhere in your life. Go behind it. Dr. Niharika is an MD, okay? She is a PG student, and she is, I believe, doing a lot of things while being a PG. Is your wife. Follow that, okay? Because if I look at Niharika and if I feel, wow, PG, how can she do this? This is amazing. So this is what is attracting me. So I should think about it कि शायद मुझे इसके जैसे बनना है आगे जाके. इसीलिए मुझे वो attraction आ रहा है. Similarly, if you think like, you know, like I am a mother, I have clinic, I like reading, I am into online consultation and different other things that I keep on doing. If that attracts you, then you have to think about it. Is this what I want in my life? तो जो भी quality, एक छोटी सी quality भी क्यों नहीं होती है? See, when you know we meet people, why do we like all foreigners? Is because we think they are smart. We like the way they talk. We like the way they present. They are very systematic. They are presentable, and that is why we like them. Similarly, you meet many people in life, just you meet them, उनका aura आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. So that is something that you're attracted to. That is something that you want for yourself, and that is why you like it. So yeah, these are the two things that go for it. Think, be more observant, be more of a homeopath here.
Okay, so basically what I have gained from your talk is that you have to be clear in your goals. You have to set up the goals, like you also said, and Niharika also said that you should know what exactly you want to do. If you want to treat some special kind of cases, you have to learn that, and learning is the key. You have to learn in every way possible. Learn from anyone possible whom you either idolize or you look up to.
Yes.
You have to go behind them, ask the questions, just keep learning. Okay, so we have some questions here which we will take now. Okay, so some people are asking that whether there will be recording possible. Yes, we will provide the YouTube recording very soon. Just I will share the link with you. Also, okay, so people are asking about scope of homeopathy in UPSC. Dr. Niharika, can you please answer that? I guess you must be knowing about it.
No. Which question, ma'am? Wait.
What? Hello?
Give me the information about daily routine schedule of PG aspirant.
No. Yes, that also you share, but I'm asking about the scope of homeopathy in Union Public Service Commission, UPSC. UPSC also, has some job profiles for homeopaths. Do you know about that? Otherwise, I can answer it.
No, ma'am, you can answer it. Actually, I know very little about this. This is the competition exam. So I want to tell you one thing कि अगर आपने एक competition prepare किया है बहुत अच्छे से, तो आपको सारे एग्जाम्स क्रैक करने में बहुत हेल्प मिलेगा. पर एक्चुअली CNC want the details, so ma'am you can just convey.
You're right. So I also agree to her that if you are preparing for one entrance exam or one suppose MO exam, so lot of states and union both conducts this examination, the competitive examination for different types of posts for homeopaths, the medical officers especially. So whether you're preparing for UPSC or whether you're preparing for your state public service commission exam, the syllabus is almost same, approximately same. So you have to prepare for one exam. You have to read a few subjects like Materia Medica, Organon, and all the homeopathic subjects very well, because the 50% part is covered by homeopathy and 50% part is covered by the allied subjects like anatomy, physiology, medicine, etc. So you're asking about the details about UPSC and homeopathy. So UPSC conducts its exam almost approximately twice a year. So sometimes in 6 months, sometimes in 8 months, but you can just subscribe to this upsc.gov.in website, and you will get all the notifications it conducts. Okay, so Dr. Niharika, please share the schedule of a PG follow. Just a minute, are you mute? Just a minute. Yes. Go ahead, please.
One thing is more, the ma'am UPSC exam is coming, maybe upcoming in October and November.
Yes.
But as I don't know what is because of COVID, maybe it's delay. But now this year is coming on the October and the November. And
Yes.
what the ma'am has told you, ki you just cover with the allied and the homeopathic subject. So it's going to the ratio is like now 60 and 40. 60% is covered with the allied subject and 40% is covered with the homeopathy subject.
Okay.
And now I just in short I want to tell you the question is the what is the schedule for the PG preparation. So So I just cover with the some points so you make you understand. It's not possibility I want to tell you because it's very short time. But you make just a study schedule. First thing you know कि आपको सबसे पहले study schedule बनाना है. आपको कुछ point होते हैं जिन पर काम करना होता है. जैसे हम किसी भी चीज का strategy बनाते हैं, वैसे आपको पीजी के लिए पूरा प्रिपेयर होना है कि अभी एक साल में जैसे यूके मैं जस्ट टोल्ड यू कि व्हेन यू गोइंग एनी इन काइंड ऑफ एनी सेमिनार और आपने संकरण सर को देख के बीच में सोचा नहीं अब तो संकरण सर जैसे बनना है और आपका जो एमडी का एग्जाम था वो बीच में आपका डिले हो गया 6 मंथ आपने ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर कर लिया. इट्स नॉट लाइक दिस. यू जस्ट फोकस योर गोल कि अभी 1 ईयर में अपकमिंग एंट्रेंस मेरे को देना है और अभी कैसे भी एनी हाउ मुझे एग्जाम निकालना है. So what I learned from my mentor, actually I have 2 mentors for my academic level. First I want to tell you Dr. Amit Jain sir, he is the MBBS person, and another is my real sister Dr. Neeta Jain. The 2 person is supported in my whole academic life is too much. I have lot of the guidance. So what he tell about me ki this is your first and the last attempt. So just you paste in your ball or your table or your book this is your first and last attempt, and after you start your study. So first you make your schedule like study schedule. So you go through first starting hour. If you prepare the whole year, you starting days you go through the 5 to 6 hour study is very easy for you. But if you prepare like me very last few months, I just prepare the 4 months for my PG entrance. You just directly start your study 10 to 12 hours. After you just increase every 15 or 10 days कि अब आपको 10 से 12 की जगह 10 से 14 घंटे करने हैं. Even hardly at the end you reach the 18 hours also because you need to cover all these things. It's not like anything कि आप सुबह नहीं उठ सकते हैं, ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में 4 बजे उठ के ही पढ़ेंगे तो ही आपको सारा जितना ज्ञान होता है आपके दिमाग में चला जाएगा. I am not like this person. I am the lover of the night study lover. मैंने जितना भी पढ़ाई किया है हमेशा रात को पढ़ाई किया है. Same thing I want to tell you, you make your schedule as per your convenient and your comfortable. If you are the night person, you make your schedule the whole night and sleep the day, but not is like a whole day you are not sleep. You make just schedule कि मैंने कितने घंटे पढ़ा है, कितने घंटे मेरे को सोना जरूरी है. In this subject, another you go to the strategy. What is the strategy you have? How you cover the whole subject? So first you decide कि what you first go through the last 3 or 4 years papers. You just talk with the any senior person who is ever done the MD and you are running the MD कि कितना portion हमको cover करना है. So as I want to clear you कि now its pattern is totally changed in the last year when I just read the exam. Now is like a 60% allied and the 40% homeopathy subject. So what happening you know कि मैंने BHMS में पूरा homeopathy पढ़ा है तो मुझे homeopathy तो हम last में पढ़ लेंगे. Not like this. ऐसा homeopathy नहीं आता. If you are the topper of your university, I just accepted. But when you're going to prepare any exam, any competition exam, I'm not only talking about PG preparation, any UPSC or NRHM and MO test, whatever is there, you just start with your A. कि अभी आपको कुछ ही नहीं आता. You just go through the A, B, C. Then you learn from the Z. So what you do for the study? You just choose the allied subject as well as your होम्योपैथी सब्जेक्ट. आपको एक दिन में दोनों ही सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने हैं. आपको फार्मेसी टिप टू टंग है, आपने फर्स्ट ईयर में टॉप किया था, बट आपको फिर से फार्मेसी पढ़ने की जरूरत है, फिर से मटेरियल पढ़ने की जरूरत है, बट एज वेल एज आपको उसके साथ अलाइड सब्जेक्ट भी सेम प्रोपोर्शन में रखना पड़ेगा. देन यू गो टू द एमसीक्यू. अगर आपने एमसीक्यूज अटेम्प्ट नहीं किया, आपने सारी थ्योरी अटेम्प्ट कर ली है, आपने बहुत अच्छा पढ़ लिया, लेकिन अगर आपने एमसीक्यूज वाले बुक्स को या एमसीक्यूज को नहीं टच किया है, देन यू डोंट नो कि इस टॉपिक से क्वेश्चन कैसे बनना था, इस क्वेश्चन का ऑप्शन क्या रहेगा, ऑप्शंस कैसे आएंगे, हाउ यू सी द सिमिलर आपको सब कुछ दिख रहा है तो आपको कैसे फाइंड आउट करना है. यू गो थ्रू द एमसीक्यूज बुक्स आल्सो. एंड आई वांट टू टेल यू सम बुक्स फॉर द पीजी प्रिपरेशन. As you know, very best book. What I prepare from this, only 3 books is there. D.K. Chauhan, first part, second part, and the third part, and Turning Point. And as you know, is very good book in the Allen's keynote for Materia Medica, and the SKT for a repertory, or the Mandal and Mandal for a pharmacy. But now I want to tell you, when I learned from the other topper and the AIS, like All India toppers, I know they all done the Mudit Khanna for the practice of medicine. So I especially recommended for you, you go through the Mudit Khanna for the practice of medicine, Sakshi Arora for the obs and gynae, And for the MCQs, you go through the PG plus. The 7 books you have to definitely refer in your life for your preparation, the PG preparation as well as your UPSC also. And very important thing now I want to tell you, before also I mentioned, see, now you have to one mentor. So I'm very thankful to my life and I'm very blessed child in my family also कि I have lot of the mentor in my life. लेकिन आपको भी मेंटर की बहुत जरूरत होती है. आपको एक मेंटर ऐसा चाहिए कि जब आप भी मोटिवेटेड हो गए, आपके सारे एक्सपेक्टेशंस, आपको लग रहा है मैंने सब पढ़ लिया, सब भूल गए, ब्लॉकेज हो गया, मेरे सारे फ्रेंड्स बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, देखो एमडी नहीं करने, एमडी की तैयारी नहीं करता तो क्लिनिक में 50,000 कमा लेता, 1 लाख अर्निंग होती मेरी, मेरे दोस्त की देखो शादी भी हो गई, कुछ नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, मैंने सब बर्बाद कर लिया क्योंकि मैंने 1 साल एमडी प्रिपेयर कर लिया. जस्ट मोमेंट यू थिंक लाइक दिस और आप अपना माथा पकड़ के बैठ जाते. एट दैट टाइम यू हैव टू डेफिनेटली कि अगर आपकी लाइफ में मेंटर्स हैं तो आप उनको बात करके आपके अंदर जो डीमोटिवेशन हुआ है, डेफिनेटली दे मोटिवेट टू यू because they tell some expectation from you. As I want to tell you, every time you are thinking your first and the last attempt, जब भी आप प्रिपेयर करने जाओ आपके पास चांस नहीं होना चाहिए. Only you have to plan A. Don't prepare the plan B. MD में नहीं हुआ तो ये कर लेंगे वो कर लेंगे. Now you have to only plan A. This is you work for you. I remember very one example, good example. As you know the रावण, रावण के पास सब कुछ था, बहुत अच्छा संपत्ति थी, बुद्धि थी, इंटेलिजेंट था, जीनियस था, as you know. पर क्या वो कुछ कर पाया क्योंकि उसके पास एक गुरु की कमी थी. So please you understand and you want to take my rubrics also कि I need for the guidance or I need for the mentors, but I just love कि आपके पास एक mentor होना चाहिए. And last I want to mention some tips for you. This is you avoid in your preparation the MD level. You just avoid your excessive sleep. You just do the some physical activity. Avoiding the socializing. So I want to tell you again one thing कि ऊंचाई पर उड़ने वाले पंछी छोटे छोटे पेड़ों से दिल नहीं लगाया करते. जब आप अपने सोशल मीडिया और सोशलाइजिंग को थोड़ा कम करते हैं, देन यू फील वेरी बैड. फ्रेंड की शादी में नहीं जा पा रहे, बर्थडे पार्टी में नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ, कुछ नहीं कर पा रही हूँ, भाई की मैरिज अभी थी, दीदी ससुराल से आई थी, मेरे फ्रेंड के पास जाना था, वो क्या सोच रहा होगा, सारे फ्रेंड ने व्हाट्सएप करना बंद कर दिया, फेसबुक पे भी अपडेट नहीं किया. नथिंग हैपन. You just think you want to become a eagle जो बादलों से भी ऊपर उड़ता है. That's why you are not like this कि आपको छोटे छोटे पेड़ों से दिल लगाना है. You have to just कि आपकी ऊंचाई, आपकी जो उड़ने की उड़ान है वो बहुत ऊपर तक है. So you just avoid the socializing when you prepare your any exam and you just analyzing to yourself and you not planning a day. आपको डे ऐसा प्लानिंग कभी नहीं करना जो हम पूरा यूजी में करते हैं. आज 30 मिनट सर्जरी पढ़ेंगे, कल 40 मिनट फिजियोलॉजी पढ़ेंगे. वी आर नॉट अ मशीन, वी आर जस्ट अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, वेरी ब्यूटीफुल ह्यूमन बीइंग. यू गो थ्रू योर कैपेसिटी. डोंट पुश टू योरसेल्फ कि नहीं अभी तो 40 मिनट ही पढ़ना है, नहीं मन लग रहा, आज नहीं पढ़ा, आज मटेरियल पढ़ लेते, आज मटेरियल पढ़ लेंगे, कल फार्मेसी पढ़ लेंगे. यू जस्ट बिकम लाइक कि आपको एंजॉय करके पढ़ना है. दैट्स फॉर योर पीजी प्रिपरेशन व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू नाउ. एट
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so few people are asking about other things like research and also how to get the license. So I want to share a small PPT which I have made just to tell you that what options are available. Then you can choose your own option, okay? Because I always feel that different people get inspired and motivated by different things, and different people gets attracted to different types of sub professions. We all are homeopaths, but we need pharmacists to prepare the medicine. We need research people who does research for homeopathy. We need all the kinds of people, all the people in every front, I always say, and they are equally important. So I will share this PPT with you, a small one, very small. Just a minute. Yeah, can you all see? Yes. Okay, so these are the options available to every homeopath after doing BHMS. One is, of course, both of our speakers have talked about how you can start your private medical practice, how you can set up. Dr. Niharika has also talked about how to do PG and how you should prepare for PG exam. So, okay, and then you can, go into this insurance sector also. Insurance also provides a lot of jobs for homeopaths and other medical practitioners as well. So the work profile can be different, so I'm not going into the details of what you can do in insurance, but you can opt for this. Then you can become a medical officer in private medical colleges, because the government medical colleges, they take only PG people. So if BHMS wants to do the medical officer thing, they have to go to private medical colleges or private setup. Then you can take a lot of consultancies in firms, like you must be knowing about the Batras and Namma Homeopathy. So they hire their own consultants for homeopathic practice. So you can go to this private sector job. Then you can also own a pharmacy, establish a pharmacy. And someone was also asking about how to get the license of pharmacy. So I just want to tell you, the regulations and rules are different for each state. So we might not be knowing the, which state you belong to. For MP, I know that you have to, just apply through this Drugs and Cosmetics Act and you get the license. And getting the license for doctor is very, very easy. Okay, so they have their set of standards, that you have to have this much of space, you have to have one experienced person who's handling a pharmacy, you have to have this much of experience, I guess 2 years of experience of practice or something like that, and then you can start your own pharmacy. And there are two types of proprietorship. One is the retail thing and one is a wholesale thing. Okay, so this is about the owning a pharmacy license. You have to inquire in your own state that how you can get a license. And I am telling you, it is very easy. It's not difficult at all. The other option which I see is pharma industry. You can actually become a scientist, and you can start manufacturing the medicine. So for that, you can also go to some big pharmaceutical industry and take some experience of manufacturing business and start this pharma industry. Then life science industry. So this is something very different, but of course this is one option in which you can go. Then of course in healthcare we all know, and in teaching. So about teaching also, Dr. Niharika has spoken a lot. Then other fields, you can do your masters in the clinical anatomy, the clinical physiology, clinical epidemiology. This is called as community medicine or public health. So there is one course which is masters in public health, MPH. One can opt that if you are really, some people are really into social service and community thing. So if you have that interest of doing your social service through homeopathy, you can of course opt for masters in public health. And along with that, you can start your own practice, online or offline or whatever you like. And you can also become a consultant in agencies like WHO, IMF, and many others. And of course, this hospital management thing is also very popular amongst homeopaths. And I have seen MBBS people also, those who have good management skills, good administrative skills. They want to go into hospital management, where you have to look after everything related to, how what equipments are required for hospitals, what kind of staff, and all these things. So there is master's course or MBA course in hospital management available through many universities. So these are the options available for from other fields along with homeopathy. And I'm not saying that you stop homeopathy and start doing this, but if you have interest in doing something else, you can also opt for these things. Okay. Okay, so I'll stop sharing. And now, yes, so I have seen many questions, in which one question was how to gain patients from abroad through online consultation, or is it their scope? Is it any scope? So Dr. Kulsum, please tell us what is the scope of online consultation of gaining patients, not only from your state or your city, from other states, other cities, and other countries as well. Please explain.
Yeah, so I started this only with with a belief that I want just to help people in spite of and not bother about distance and everything. So there is a good scope. But before starting with that, I just want to say a few things before I forget. In teaching, as Dr. Yamini mentioned, in teaching there is one option, which is MSc in these subjects that she mentioned. Now the job profile here is teaching in medical colleges. Okay, you can also teach in MBBS colleges if you do MSc in NAT, MSc in physio pharmacy colleges, and a lot of teaching institute related to healthcare. So you can teach in such places. Another one field is emergency medicine. That is very simple course of like 2 months or 6 months something. You'll have to find out. There's an institute in every state, every famous city. There is an institute for that. You will have to just go and type on Google emergency medicine courses, and you will find it, which helps you do job in ICU in any hospital. So it gives you a good post, good earning if you do that in ICU. Otherwise, you will just work as a resident in any hospital. Lastly, there are a lot of questions about working in abroad. So, see, it's not easy. It looks very good, very, very fancy that you earn in dollars and stay there, but not every country has a different rule, and they do not allow you to practice. They give you different jobs there. Either you can do masters there in community medicine and start to teach. You can do some of their basic courses and get clerical job in hospitals. Or for you to practice, there are certain countries like Canada which allows you to do certain courses of their college, and then you can start practicing. So again, I would say clear these things what you want to do, and then go further. In hospital management also, there are a lot of options, and various categories in which you are placed if you do certain courses. So the best way to reach out is, I will tell you, just go on LinkedIn and search for these job profiles. Like if you want maybe a scientist, yeah, you want a teacher in a certain college, so find good teaching colleges, look for those teachers and ask them. Again, coming to the point, talk to people. So LinkedIn is a very, very strong professional social media platform where you can find different professionals, talk to them and understand that how they have come up in their journey. So maybe that will help you decide that is it what you are looking for as a job. I hope this helps. And yeah, about online consultation, is it has wonderful scope. Now, a lot of people believe that कैसे case लेंगे या फिर government से allowed नहीं है, this that. So you are not diagnosing anything. You are not writing a prescription to them. You are sending your own medicines. And to be medico-legally safe, use your drive, your Google Drive very, very strongly. Have all the cases, all the record forms that you have, type your record forms, type while you take the case, store it in the Google Drive, take all the reports from the patient, store it in the Google Drive. So that will save you from the medical legal aspect. And if you want your own state patients, your own patients and other patients from other cities and abroad, these are the ways that you can go about. First is the basic app that you use today. Start using WhatsApp first. Start using that. Just spread your word, put on status that these are the timings, these are the ways I'm available for online consultation. Make a good graphic image in Canva, a very simple one but good, not very cluttered. Take a simple background that goes with your logo if you have one. If you don't have, perfectly fine. Write your name, contact number, the timings they can reach out to you, the email address, and what all you're offering them in online consultation. Make these posts and spread across. If you have, see, one very, very important thing that we lack, I would say average homeopaths lack, is in collecting testimonials. So even if you have treated one small wart, or say if you've treated diarrhea, which is very common these cases we come across, if you've treated headache, if you've treated something on the skin, collect a testimonial, give them something for free. Right now, if I assume most of them are students or starters, give them treatment for free and tell them that I want a testimonial from you. Collect testimonials, put it across on WhatsApp. The network is huge. Okay, right now WhatsApp is so trending that the network is so huge, you can spread it. Your mother, father, sisters, everybody, all your relatives, ask them to spread the message. And this is the way you keep on collecting testimonials, and then you keep on getting patients. Make sure you have a proper system. ऐसा don't do this that एक patient को आप 300 charges बता रहे हो, एक patient को 100 में ठीक कर रहे हो. Don't do that. Have a proper system. Make that, इसको बोलते हैं client onboarding. Okay, client को board करना, on board लेना. तो इसके steps होते हैं. First is inquiry. So decide if you are going on an inquiry call with them, it has to be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, decide your limit. Second will be a message writing, wherein you can type everything that if they've asked for appointment, your digital appointment or your online consultation with Dr. so and so is confirmed at so and so time. The charges would be so and so. The call will last for 40 minutes or 30 minutes. Be ready in a separate room with the headphones, and so would be the charges for the medicine. Write a full message, send to them, so they officially have all the information how they're about to go. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए हाँ चल डॉक्टर का कॉल आएगा बात कर लूंगा मार्केट में जा रहा हूँ. No. Okay, so you will have to be that initiator जो patient को बताएगा मेरे साथ कैसे behave करने का. So do that. Send medicines to them. Correct way to collect payment, always collect payment before going on appointment with them. Yeah, if you're very sure that the patient is going to pay you like friends, cousins, then theek hai. So these are the things, steps through which you can first start getting local patients, and as in how the word increases, then you can go abroad. If you want a detailed, if you want to get on some bigger social media platforms like Instagram or Facebook, or do email marketing, something like that, then my startup along with a social media manager, I too am a digital marketer. I have done a course for that because I wanted to do online consultation. So I have another colleague of mine, and we both of them together have a startup known as Dr. Go Digital. So we have few free courses, and we have few paid ones, which helps you rise the ladder of online consultation. So go to the Instagram handle and follow us, and you will get a lot of other information as well. Right now, if you have more questions, let me know. I can answer that.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Umekulsum. And there are few queries related to the PG in clinical cosmetology, dermatology. So I want to tell you people that MD in dermatology is not available. Am I right, Dr. Niharika? It's not available, I guess, in dermatology.
Yes, ma'am. PG in dermatology is not available, but now the government college started some courses.
Yes.
Like 55 courses in the government in the fellowship course for a 6 months.
They are specialized courses. Please tell us about that. Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah. Now government college has started the homeopathy government college. So this has started some 55 different field of the fellowship courses for a 6 months. So here you do your fellowship like a dermatology, ophthalmology, rheumatology, and somebody asking the kind of cardiology. So you go through all these courses, definitely you find here, because now in this year only 2019 only started the government 55 courses for you. It's just like not a PG, but this you completed from a government college like a 6-month fellowship course. So you learn the same from with the PG. You have to classes also, you have to clinical experience also. So now you go through this, and if you want to the more information, definitely I will share with the ma'am. So ma'am share with you.
Okay. So, okay. GPSC in homeopathy is available. I didn't get it.
Somebody is asking what is a testimonial. So a testimonial is something, it's a feedback. It's a feedback that you take feedback from a patient, that how you help that patient overcome a certain problem. So it's a patient talking or the photos or something.
Yes. Yes. So basically your result.
Yes, your results. What results are you giving in your practice? It's just that.
Yes.
A lot of
So
people are asking about DGO courses. Yamini, you can share
yes.
about that.
Um, Dr. Umme Kulsum, can you share about DGO if you know?
I know it, but to be very honest, I'm not a DGO fan. DGO course is a diploma course for 2 or 3 months, I think, and it is a diploma in gynec and obstetric. So yeah, if you just as Niharika, Dr. Niharika said that agar aapko papers badhane resume, it
But
is good.
it's, I guess you can't do, the homeopath can't do DGO directly. I
We
guess
can.
for they have to do CGO first. No, the certificate course should be done first, and then they are eligible for the DGO. So far, I know.
While I think this has changed, I think 2-3 years back, but when I had
Okay.
completed my BHMS, we were allowed, and we could go directly for DGO. But I don't find it very much applicable in the clinical practice. It is
Okay.
just a diploma which will teach you gynec obs. That I think you can learn a lot more if you attend all the surgeries and the OPD with a gynec. That
Yes,
way you will learn a
I
lot
agree.
more rather than just again sitting behind a book and reading, because you can read books and books on gynec, on homeopathy, on medicine, on riding a bike, on swimming, on everything, but the experience when you do it for the first time or you do it on your own is completely different.
Definitely, definitely. So there are many
DGO, ma'am,
Yes, Dr. Niharika, please go ahead.
DGO is not possible before the CGO. Actually, CGO or the Certificate of Children's and Dietitian and the Dermato, it's only available in the IGNOU University. If you go through
Yes,
the
Yes.
ignuuniversity.com, you find lot of the courses for like this. If you want to do a DGO or CGO, but it's like only the paper. So what is the happening here? कि वो आपके अगर सारा course base देते हैं online, you are not going to college also, not learn anything, and after 6 months you have to degree and like a certificate course. So what you with your paper? What you with your paper? Nothing is good like this. So the same I want to tell you, you don't collect your paper, you just want to the CGO or the DGU, you first learn the surgeries and ops and gynae OPDs. This is like this. If you want to the more like this courses, you just go through the ignu.com university.
Yes, IGNOU, I have experience with IGNOU actually. I'm doing nutrition course from there. So you can do these things. अगर आपको DGO, CGO जो भी करना है आप कर सकते हो. But remember, it is more useful when you want to take one step ahead and add some social proof to your degrees. Just say, why I will tell you why I stepped into nutrition. So I am doing online consultation. I have patients from more than 25 cities at times, and I am a holistic believer. Okay, I don't believe in giving only medicines. I think all of us are like that since we are into homeopathy. So at times I'm stuck and I want to help patient through diet, but if I tell them to go to a clinical dietitian for that, who gives diet based on your diseases, they don't do it. उनको ऐसा लगता है, why should I spend extra money? You are the doctor, you tell us everything. So now when I will do, though it will come only on paper, I know this IGNOU thing is not going to give me some miracle or some key to success into nutrition, but it will give me a social proof that I have something done in nutrition, and that is why I can write diets for them. So similarly, अगर आपको CGO DGO करना है, अगर आपको चाहिए that you specially want to practice with women for women complaints, then first find your niche if you're interested. And if you have that too much of patient flow and you think that you need more credibility now, then just get it on your paper. Just the way Niharika said, कि patients का उसका clinic अच्छा चल रहा था, she was doing all well, but patients started telling her, I want to go to an MD. So that's how that clicked into her that I want to do MD and this is the right time to do it. So that is the way. Whenever you invest, don't invest into things randomly. May it be a simple 1000 course, don't invest into it randomly. Make good decision, because you can buy courses but it will just be in your laptop or some book for years together. Do it only when you realize right now is the time and I am going to utilize it to the best. Then only, because see, every course comes with a deadline. The nutrition course I'm doing has the deadline of 2 years. Okay, so I have this 2 years to whack the brains of my teachers and ask all the questions. I will do that within these 2 years because I really want to do it. अगर मैंने सिर्फ वो fancy में आके, if I would have bought the course, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it because वो पड़ा रहता, 2 years की deadline निकल जाती, and I would not have chance to ask questions to my teachers. So make wise decisions whenever you buy any course from anybody.
Yes, that's great. So okay, so we'll take few questions very quickly because we don't have so much of time. So many people are asking about the short courses. So I would like to tell you that there are many courses available from different platforms. Like the Other Song Academy also provides few fellowship courses. Now the MP Medical University Jabalpur also provides the fellowship courses through Government Homeopathy Medical College Bhopal, and there are courses in cosmetology, dermatology, rheumatology, cardiac diseases, and many other courses are available. Even the derma courses is available from Batra's Academy as well. And I have seen the I don't know much about the course, but I have seen the curriculum and everything. That's quite fine. Nice courses there. So you have to, go to each website and see what you want to do and whether it is suitable for you or not. If it is suitable, you can take the admission in that course. But if you are asking about the short courses, fellowship courses from the Other Song Academy, there is one fellowship course, and they have 2 or 3 variations in that. So we can talk about that later because the full details can't be given here. But yes, I have done my fellowship course from the Other Song Academy. Dr. Niharika has done her master's course from Academy. If someone wants to learn from Dr. Rajan Shankaran and his team, which is available in POS, you must go for these courses. And there are different courses conducted from the Other Song. You can just go to their website, theothersong.com, and you will get all the courses available. Okay, and in research also there is huge scope. You can actually go for the research associate job, which is the CCRH takes the exam or interview for different locations. So they have offices in different locations, and there are many government jobs available according to each state. So in each state you have to follow your state public service commission's website, where they display the job profiles. Sometimes once in a year, sometimes twice in a year, sometimes very often, and sometimes once in 2-3 years. So you have to go to the your state and see whether the government jobs are available or not. But one thing is sure, guys, that these days many jobs and career options are available to homeopath in compared to 10 years back. So there are many options available. Just don't leave homeopathy because you think that nothing can be done और इसमें कोई स्कोप नहीं है. बहुत स्कोप है. आपको थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करना पड़ेगा कि कितना स्कोप है. अगर आपको ऑनलाइन कंसल्ट करना है, आप ऑनलाइन कंसल्ट कर सकते हैं. आपको अगर ऑफलाइन पैथोलॉजी ट्रीट करना है, आप पैथोलॉजी ट्रीट कर सकते हैं. somebody has wrote that she wants to become psychiatrist. Of course you can become a psychiatrist. The good thing is that homeopathy does not believe in the name of the disease. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर है, पैनिक है, कि ट्यूमर है. हमको सिर्फ सिम्टम से मतलब है. इसलिए आप स्पेशलाइजेशन करते या नहीं करते, इससे आपका सक्सेस रेट कहीं पे भी अफेक्ट नहीं होता. दिस इज माय एडवाइस, माय पर्सनल थॉट्स अबाउट इट. doing PG or not doing PG, it depends on your interest. If you have interest, you do it. If you don't have interest, don't do it. That's fine. Even the graduation is enough. Okay, and of course you need to learn, like Dr. Niharika said, that you have to have a mentor. That is very important because mentor guides you when you get lost. Sometimes it happens that आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है, आप किसी क्राइसिस में आप लॉस्ट हो जाते हैं, फिर आप किससे बात करें. Along with that, if you don't have a mentor, like Dr. Umme Kulsum said, that of course she worked with few people, Dr. Humran Wala and other teachers, but she doesn't have one mentor. She has learned from all. Okay, I also have mentor like Dr. Shankar and Dr. Jayesh Shah. But if you have good friends and good allies, that is called as allies. So if you have good allies, you can talk to them and solve your problem. That's the main thing. You should have your own clan. I also have my own clan in which Dr. Umme Kulsum and Dr. Niharika are two main supporters. So thank you so much, Dr. Umme Kulsum and Dr. Niharika. It was great pleasure talking to both of you. You want to say something? Anyone?
Thank you so much. This was amazing. I was, by the time you were briefing the entire session, I've tried to answer a lot of questions here, whichever I could. So if you have more questions, y'all can reach out to us on our
Yes.
different pages. You can find us almost on all the platforms. And if you want to know more about government jobs, Yamini is the best person to help you out with that. And if that is your calling, only then. Otherwise, if you like private practice, then go for it.
Yes.
That's
And
all. Thank you so much.
Also, I want to tell you that, you know, for today, I really want to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone present here and who cannot be present here due to this limitation of capacity. We have almost 700 plus requests for joining the session, and we could accommodate only 100 people. So, you know, only 1/4 or 1/5 of the total people we wanted to take in. So for those, I just want to tell you that you can watch this video and also recommend this video to all your friends who couldn't, you know, join the live meeting. Just tell them that we will post this video on this channel, Asha Homeo Health Center. You have to subscribe the channel, and also on Instagram, please follow Homeopathy Junction for more details. If you want to know more about our speakers and what they are doing, and you have any questions, you can directly DM to them on their social media profiles. Dr. Niharika is there on Instagram and Facebook through Vigyan School of Homeopathy. Dr. Umme Kulsum is there. Her Insta handle is Essence Homeopathy Clinic. Am I right? You okay?
No, it's dr.Umme Kulsum Bagwala, but you will find it both the ways. Essence Homeopathy Clinic also is fine.
So Dr. Umme Kulsum Bagwala, you can just type in Instagram or Facebook also, and you will get her. So you can just message her directly or Dr. Niharika. And we have tried to answer, you know, as many as questions possible here, but I know there are still a few queries which we couldn't take, we couldn't answer. We will try to conduct more such sessions. You can message us, DM us about what kind of topics you want to hear from us. We will surely try to accommodate everything, every possible thing. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Dr. Umme Kulsum, for your precious time, and Dr. Niharika. It was wonderful talking to you both. You have given a lot of insights to people, and I hope they have enjoyed a lot.
Yes,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thanks a lot.
See you soon.
Thank you so much. See
for
you.
the participants also. See you soon.
Bye. Enjoy
Yes,
yourself.
yes. I would really want to thank all the participants for hearing us patiently. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everybody, and see you.
Okay.